My guest today has a beautiful voice that I love. When I first heard one of her songs, I was so captivated, and I had to go down the rabbit hole and check out Act One, Act Two, and just amazing, right? And she's here with me today, and we're celebrating her loudly because I'm in love with Scared of Heights. Welcome to the show, Annie Tracy. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, let me tell you, I love this project. I love Scared of Heights. But when I heard To Love and Be Loved, I had to stop what I was doing because it's one of those songs, even if you are in love or want to be in love, it grabs your heart. I have to start like we're gonna go deeper inside who you are and discover you, but that's the first thing because I don't want to forget to let you know how beautiful that song was for me. So thank you
Thank
for
you.
writing that. I want to know like where you were writing that song. But let's start. Congratulations on. Let's start with this. Congratulations on the project. And what in the world, a native of Wilmington, North Carolina, how did you start singing? When did the singing bug grab you growing up in North Carolina?
Oh my gosh. I have just been singing since I came out of the womb, to be
Uh-huh.
honest, before I could talk. So just kind of second nature to me. And I never
Yeah.
in a million years thought I'd be able to make this my life and career. So I feel so grateful that I'm still doing it. But yeah, it caught me at a young age.
Your voice is so beautiful. I love your voice. I'm so curious to know who were your musical influences growing up?
I had a kind of a funny mix. My mom would always listen to singer-songwriters. So I was listening to a lot of like Carole King, James Taylor, those types of people, the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah.
But when I first heard, I always say when I first heard Beyonce sing Listen from the Dreamgirls soundtrack, that's when I literally felt like my whole body just like, I think that was me feeling like true inspiration. Can't even understand what is happening to me. I'm so moved by music and someone's voice.
Yeah.
And it was with that song. And then I kind of became obsessed with singers and unique voices. So that's when I went down the rabbit hole of, I would always listen to Beyonce. I was always listening to the Chicks. Like I loved how they did their growls and their just everybody who used their voice in like their own unique way. That's what I was gravitating towards.
Do you sing that on stage when you perform one of the Dixie Chicks or even listen?
If I have any opportunity to sneak a Beyonce song in a set, I will be doing that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
So grew up in North Carolina, Wilmington,
yeah.
North Carolina, started singing, and you decided, hey, I'm gonna do this for a living. And I'm curious to know because we all got a chance to see you online on TikTok doing your thing. You have a lot of great mentors. And one of the
Mm.
great mentors is Tricky Stewart. You know, people who read credits like I do. He's worked with a lot of people. How did that relationship start?
Tricky and I started with very random, very unique. But Tamika Tiny Harris found one of my singing videos and really wanted to help me. Like she felt very inspired by my voice and my music, and she is very close friends with Tricky. So she flew me to Atlanta, introduced me to him, and
Mm.
Tricky heard one of my first original songs I had written, and he was like, "If you can write like that and you can sing like that." I want to be a bigger part of your process and mentor you along your journey. And so he's the reason I have become so obsessed and realized the power of songwriting. And he always told me, he was always just like, Annie, people are going to think that you were a singer. And he goes, you are, of course. He was like, but your real superpower is your songwriting and your perspective. And so he's been a huge mentor to me in many ways, but really are the reason why I'm writing and co-producing all of my music today that you hear.
I love that. I'm sure that every time you all speak, there is some gem that he gives you,
Yeah.
you give him. But can you share something that is just that stays up like you like, oh, I have to thumbnail this. What's that words of wisdom that he's giving you?
Oh my gosh, Lord, the list goes on forever, literally.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I just press record when I'm with him so I can listen back like it's my own podcast.
Yeah.
But I would say the main one that I always think about with him is do I love this and do I like this? Great, then I'm going to write it. Like he says, don't do anything else but what in your heart and your musical ear and your musical heart. If you love it and you like it and you hear it, do it. Don't listen to, don't try to label it, don't try to figure it out. Just just do it. And that's where he always says like that's where you get like a true artist, and your own unique sound is through not trying to copy anybody else, but just trust your instincts. And it's really hard to do, obviously, sometimes because you're like, this is weird. And I tend to judge myself a lot too much when I'm writing. And I always try to hear his voice go, just write it. Who cares? You know?
Yeah. I love that. How is this time in your life? Like you have a new project out. A lot of movement is happening. How is this time in your life right now?
That is a deep question. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I it's amazing. I truly thank God every single day that I'm grateful enough to do this for a living and to be able to have a group of people who believe in me so much.
Yeah.
And sometimes I still have a hard time believing in myself, as we all do. And for me to be able to have people around me that are like, you're doing this, we believe in you, and just it's just I just pinch myself, to be honest. Like I feel really grateful.
Yeah. What keeps you focused? Because there's a lot to be an artist. It's more than just singing. How do you stay centered on just the reason why you're here?
Wow, you are coming with the deep, real questions. And I appreciate you for this.
I like you, Annie
I
Tracy.
love I like you. I'm like, wow, these are beautiful, beautiful questions. Thank you for these. That's a question I still ask myself and I'm
Yeah.
still trying to figure out.
Yeah.
But I really try to bring it back to God, to be honest. I always tell myself, like, or I try to remind myself, He would have not given you this gift of music and singing and writing if there wasn't a strong purpose for it. So just trust in that and just try to take it day by day. And
Yeah.
just literally, I'm trying to just take it day by day and be the most honest and authentic I can. So if I just like put Him first and remember, I don't know the point of anything He does, but I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep, you know what I mean?
I love that. I love that. You stick with that. That's a great mantra. It's day by day.
Yeah.
When you made act 1, loved it. So you went ahead and
Too.
did act 2 and have a beautiful song that's still popular with Robin Thicke, Close to You. I would
Yeah.
love to know how did that union happen for you all to do that song?
Once again, the incredible Tricky Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah, he Tricky put me in the room with Mike Sabbath, the incredible producer and songwriter, and we wrote that song in like, I swear, 5 hours, 4 hours. It just came out so naturally. Everything you hear on that record is all live instruments that we did in the room that day. And Tricky always loved that song. He was like, you know what? I'm going to send that song to Robin because I think Robin would love this. And I just want to hear what he says. And Robin immediately was like, what do you need me to do? And he basically, in like 48 hours, sent us the song back and said, I want to support her and help her. Putting my voice on it and putting it on my DSP pages helps. Like
Wow.
I'm in for it. So yeah, I'm Tricky's such a big champion of me. I'm so
Yeah.
grateful.
Yeah. That he's an amazing person.
Yeah.
So we have these projects, and like I said, we're celebrating Scared of Heights. And I told
Yeah.
you, it's no skips on this, okay?
Wow, thank
Top to bottom.
you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Another one of the songs that caught my eye, and I had to go, what's the name of this song? It's the last song on the project.
Oh, look, I can fly.
Look, I Can Fly.
Oh,
Look, I was speechless because I was like, wow, where were you when you wrote this song? What did you channel? Because, woo,
You don't even know how much it means to hear you say that you also were affected and felt that song, because
yeah.
that song, I heard that organ loop and I immediately just started bawling. I was just like, why is this making me feel so much? So I literally threw it into my Ableton session and got my microphone and recorded for 20 minutes straight. And it was a that song started as a 20-minute freestyle.
Mm,
And every single thing you hear in that song, I said on the first time I sang it when I was trying to figure out why it was making me so emotional and making me feel so many feelings. And then I basically sat with the song for like, I think it was about a month, where I just was listening to the 20-minute freestyle over and over again, trying to be like, what is the message of this song? What am I trying to say? And I would hear little parts of it, like the line that was, look at me, I can fly. As I was working on this project and I had the song Scared of Heights, I pulled this song back up and I heard the part that says look at me, I can fly. And I was like, wait a second, is this like the whole point of this project? And then I went back and re-recorded it. And then I sang that line, started bawling. And I was like, okay, the song is called Look I Can Fly.
yeah.
It's realizing that I actually can do this. I can experience love. I can fly. And then I put all the pieces together and did surgery to try to make it one thing. And I almost called it a freestyle, but I was like, I just needed to say, just look, comma, I can fly, exclamation point, and end this project. So yeah, that's how it came to be.
Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
When I think of this project, I wrote what connected with me, the importance, and I get it, of companionship
Mm,
with this when I hear your music, because when you are in love, want to be in love, until you get it and have heartache, you don't understand like the importance of companionship. That's what I got
yes.
from it.
Wow, I'm so glad that's what you got from it. That's literally what I got from it. That's like
Yes.
what I wrote for, because I never in my life had experienced it ever. And I never understood it. I just didn't get it. And then I had
Yes.
someone that made me get it. And I was like, oh, oh, like this is the meaning of, whoo, got it. Never thought
Yeah.
this would come out, you. I'm like, who puts out love music? Like, this is just therapy. I'm just gonna write this. And then next thing you know, here we are.
I got it. I got it. That's what I got from it.
Wow.
When you finished this project, Scared of Heights, what was the feeling for you?
Wow. You are the best question asker ever. This feels like therapy.
Scared of
What was
Heights
the
to this therapy. Your project is therapy for me.
I'm about to start crying. Let me stop. Because that really, when I finished it, I did start crying, because this might sound weird, but I always thought to myself, and this is kind of a weird thought, but I always thought, I'll never probably write a love song. I don't know if that's
Mm.
depressing. Sorry. I just have been
No.
very like, I can't imagine like writing a love song. Like it would feel very like cheesy and weird. And then I experienced love for the first time in this way. And I was like, wow, I put to words all these other things that I'm feeling in my life. I
Yeah.
really need to try to put this to words and not think that anyone's going to hear it. Because once again, didn't think anybody was going to hear it. So I was just really proud of myself at the end of this project, that I was like, wow, I was able to really capture that feeling and experience to music. Like, how cool. I never thought I would do that. Like,
No. Yeah. Yeah. And how amazing is it to have the wonderful Leon Thomas, who's a friend of the show, on this project with Catching Feelings, because that's also real. Uh yeah. Leon Thomas. Tell me, I know when I talked to him when he was on the show, I just got this. This was before he put out Mutt. I knew
ah,
he was gonna pop off. Look at him now. Tell me about your relationship with that guy.
Leon is just one of the kindest, most
Yeah,
simple people I've ever met. And
yeah,
I'm like, just what I like love so much about him is he has such an amazing career, has been through so many things. He has every reason to be cocky and too cool for school and like, da, 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 and he just doesn't. Like, all he cares about is the music, like genuinely. Like, he did a song with me and nobody knows who I am yet. And he heard this song and he was like, I freaking love that song. And he hopped on. Like, how beautiful is that? Like, I just feel like that doesn't happen a lot these days. And I just feel so grateful that somebody as incredible as him was just like, I freaking love your music. So I'm hopping in your song. It really just was such a beautiful thing to experience. He's the nicest guy. We did
yeah,
a video together. The video was so fun.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I still can't believe it happened. I'm just so grateful.
You deserve it though. I think when people hear
Yeah.
your voice, it's like, who is she? I mean, I called your label rep Ron Stewart and was like, I gotta get some time with Annie Tracy. I was like, I like her. That was
Thank
just on the voice. And I think that just even having this exchange with you, I get it. I get why people just hear it and it's like, I gotta work with you. That's
Wow, you
that's
have
a
no idea how much that means. Thank you.
that's a beautiful thing. Do you have a favorite song off this project? I know this is your baby, but is it a favorite one you like performing?
I haven't performed any of them yet, which is crazy. And I
Nice.
can't wait. All I'm thinking about is, okay, what the heck, or how are we gonna go crazy live with these? And I have so many ideas.
Nice.
But I think my favorite one, it's hard because they're all my babies, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest. I think "To Love and Be Loved" too. That's the song that started the whole project for me.
Wow.
The
I love
first
your
song.
visuals. I love that video to love and be loved. I was like, that's so cute. But I really love accessory. I was like, she looks like she's a girl's girl. I love
Oh,
all the accessories. And how fun is that to film that in New York City?
so fun.
Was
For
that
that
is
video,
that your dog in the video?
so that wasn't my dog, but because my dog wasn't in New York, I met that dog on the side of the street and I saw him and I was like, "Hi." I was like, "I'm so sorry, but can your dog please be in my video? Like, I'll Venmo you $20, like, please." And she was like,
Right.
"Okay, sure." So he joined me in the video. And the funny thing is the dog almost didn't make the cut on the first pass of the edit. I was like, "Hello, I have one request. I need the dog to be in the video." And
Right.
all of my day ones who know my dog and knows him, it's like, "Why is Annie cheating on Leo? Why is there another dog in the video?" And I'm like, listen, if I have the opportunity to have a dog in the video, the dog's gonna be in the video.
I love that. I love that. How fun is it making your visuals?
So fun. When I write all my music, I have strong visions in my head while I'm writing. So I try to take notes on, how I would bring it to life
Yeah.
when I'm writing it. And for this whole project, I just kept seeing myself in high places to play with the theme of Scared of Heights. So with accessory video, I'm up on the fire escape. To
Yeah.
Love and Be Loved, I'm up on the swing. Catching feelings, I'm up in the window. It's just like little things, but um, yeah, I love create. I love a good mood board treatment. I will be up all night creating treatments and visuals to my songs. Like,
I love that.
I
I
go a
wrote
little
this
too hard.
I wrote this note to myself about how I love would have loved to be in the studio with you. And
Oh,
I love getting credit because it's the people that you don't see, but you see their name throughout. David, is it
no.
Bakash?
Prakash.
Bakash. Who
Yeah.
is he? Because he's all through this project.
Yeah. David is one of my best friends I met when I was in college.
Uh-huh.
And we were in a songwriting like class together. We were the only two people that were just visiting the class and not officially in the class. And the class was this Billboard Top 100s or whatever class. And everyone played their song that day. And me and David played ours, and ours were like the best in class. And we were the two people that weren't in the class. And we were both like, what the heck? So we got together after class that day, and we've been best friends ever since. And he's one of these people who deserves to be known because his mind and the way he thinks, and he's so magical, and he puts up with my craziness. So when we're together and we write music, we're just like, what if we do this? What if we do this? What if we do this? And Tricky has been, he's such a supporter of just, if you were freaking amazing, you're amazing. So he's another one that he's pulled under his wing and just been like, you and David do that. You guys have fun. And then we all kind of put it together, and then we end up having songs together, me, Tricky, David. It's really cool.
I love
So
that.
that's David.
I love that. And it's so important giving flowers to those people who are like those silent heroes, you know? I think that's
I
so dope.
appreciate you asking that, because I
Yeah,
wouldn't even be here without him and his support.
I
He's that
love.
person that I can call at like 3 in the morning and have an idea, and he'll pick up the phone and help me execute that idea. And you can't make it without those people, especially at the beginning of your career.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
So thanks
Uh,
for asking about him.
absolutely. I guess I think this is my last question. What would Annie Tracy before Act One tell Annie Tracy now with the release of Scared of Heights?
Oh my gosh. I would have said, it is, girl, it is not going to go how you think it's going to go. And just enjoy the process. Like, try to enjoy it all, because God has bigger plans than you have in your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like don't waste time being stressed, and enjoy the process. And don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the process, but when I look at where I was now, and I'm like, "Ugh, I should have maybe had a little bit more fun."
I love that. I love that. Annie Tracy, it was a pleasure speaking with you today. I look forward to seeing you on stage and cheering you on because that's going to
Thank,
happen. That's going to
thank,
happen. At me being able to see all this, you got it. You got it,
thank,
and I just wish you continued success, more music, more fans, more tours. I wish you the best on this. And
thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you for stopping by the Hybrid Soul. I hope this is the first of many. Um, and just onward and upward.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time to really deep dive into my music and talk with me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's the Hybrid Soul with Kelly Kinkaid, your destination for music and culture discovery. My guest today is Annie Tracy. Until next time.